Hey guys, I am coming to you from my backyard. I thought I would give y'all a little change of scenery so you don't have to look at the walls inside my house every day. But now you get to see the walls outside of my house. And I've told y'all I've been working in the yard a lot, and there's a lot of stuff that I've done, and there's also a lot of stuff I still need to do. If you look up here at the gutter, you can see there are some plants growing in the gutter on the back porch. So I need to borrow a ladder from someone and get that taken care of because plants are not supposed to grow in the gutter of your house. Um, but the dogs are out here with me, and we are just hanging out, enjoying the sun since we were trapped inside yesterday with all the rain. And I know on Friday I told you you're going to have a guest reader today. Mr. Phelan actually had to go to Charleston for his job, for work. And by the time I remembered I was going to have him read, he had already left. So he was going to be the guest reader. So hopefully I can get him to do it next weekend and have him be the guest reader for Monday next week. But until then, you get to listen to me read. So we're going to go on to the next chapter in Wayside School Gets a Little Stranger. It is chapter 4, Dr. Pickle. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. Actually, his name was Dr. Pickle, with the accent on the second syllable, but that wasn't why everyone called him Dr. Pickle. Dr. Pickle was a psychiatrist. He had thick eyebrows and wore tiny glasses. He had a small beard on the tip of his pointed chin. A psychiatrist is a doctor who doesn't cure people with sick bodies, he cures people with sick minds. Although Dr. Pickle had a pretty sick mind himself, one day a woman came into his office. They see some dogs. Okay. One day a woman came into his office. She drank too much soda and she wanted him to help her quit. I know that soda is no good for me, she said, as she took another sip of her can. It's bad for my heart, it fills my body with sugar, and my husband doesn't like it, but I can't stop. She finished her soda, smushed the can, and then immediately opened another one. Have a seat, said Dr. Pickle. She sat down on the couch. Look into my eyes, said Dr. Pickle. The woman stared into his deep, penetrating eyes. Dr. Pickle held up a gold chain. At the end of the chain was a green stone that was almost transparent, but not quite. It looked like a pickle, hence his name. Watch the pickle, he said, as he gently moved the chain. The pickle went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The woman's eyes went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Put down your soda, Dr. Pickle said in a strong but gentle voice. The woman set her soda on the table as she continued to stare at the pickle. You are getting sleepy, said Dr. Pickle. Your eyelids are getting heavy. The woman blinked her eyes. When I count to 3, said Dr. Pickle, you will fall into a deep, deep sleep. 1, 2, 3. The woman's eyes closed. Dr. Pickle put down the pickle. Can you hear me? He asked. Yes, said the woman in a low voice from deep inside her. You will do what I say, said Dr. Pickle. I will do what you say, the woman repeated. I am going to count to 5, said Dr. Pickle, and then you will wake up. And as usual, you will want to drink a soda. I will want to drink a soda, the woman repeated. But when you put the soda in your mouth, said Dr. Pickle, it will feel like a wiggly worm. A yucky, icky worm, repeated the woman. Good, said Dr. Pickle. Now just one more thing. He rubbed his beard and smiled. Whenever your husband says the word potato, you will slap him across the face. When Fred says potato, I will slap his face. Good, said Dr. Pickle. He counted to 5. The woman woke up. So do you think you can help me? She asked in her normal voice as she reached for her soda. Dr. Pickle shrugged. She put the soda in her mouth, then screamed as she spit it out. She looked at the soda can, puzzled. She said. She tried to drink some more, then spit it out onto the floor. I'm sorry, she said, a little confused. She picked up the soda and put it on the table. That's all right, said Dr. Pickle. She opened a new soda, but as soon as she tried to drink that, she spit it out too. I'm sorry, she said again. I don't know what's come over me. She walked out of his office, shaking her head. She dropped the rest of her sodas in the trash. She never drank soda again. It was an interesting thing about the word potato. Whenever Fred said it, she slapped him. And he'd ask her why she slapped him, but she never remembered slapping him, so they'd get in a big fight, each calling the other person crazy. Then they would talk about it, apologize, and be okay. They never figured out it had anything to do with saying the word potato. How could they? But deep down, they both must have realized it somehow, because while they used to eat lots of potatoes, they gradually ate fewer and fewer until they finally stopped eating them altogether. Dr. Pickle was a good doctor, but he kept playing those kinds of jokes on people. There was a woman who quacked like a duck whenever she saw a freight train with more than 20 cars. There was a man who took off his shoe anytime someone said parking meter. Eventually, Dr. Pickle was caught, and he was no longer allowed to practice psychiatry, so he had to find another job. He became a counselor at an elementary school. So, I think we just found out who the counselor is at Wayside School. Now, would you want a counselor at Garrett that hypnotizes you and makes you do silly things when someone says a certain word? Because I definitely would not. I think having Dr. Parkman is a much better counselor to have at our school. So that was chapter 4. We're gonna tomorrow we're gonna go on to chapter 5, a story with a disappointing ending. Thanks for joining me today. The sun is so nice. I'm gonna have to hang out here a little bit longer. I'll be checking up on your work, and I've got something in the works for the last 2 weeks of school for science that I'm really excited about. It's something that I usually do with my students at the end of the year, and I'm hoping that maybe I can continue it with you guys even though we're not together. But I hope you have a great day, and I will be back again tomorrow. See you later.